Hey peeps, Jay here. Hope everyone is well. Today I'm going to share a vision with you that I had a few weeks ago. Basically a few weeks ago I was drinking and come back from the pub, had a couple of beers in my flat, and I was starting to sober up and I just felt guilty. I started praying and I was just like, Lord, forgive me for my sins, sort of thing. And as I was praying, I was shot into this vision. And I was in this vision, and all of a sudden I was like in this stately home, like luxury, like rich, yeah. And I'm looking around thinking, like, what is the Lord showing me here, yeah? I'm looking at his grand stately home, and just it's like rich, elite level, and I'm just looking around, outstanding, but like, what is all this? Like, why am I in this sort of? Why am I seeing this, like, Lord? And all of a sudden, there's this like table in this room, and suddenly my gaze went to this table. The table had things on it, but right in the middle, it had this black coin. This coin, right? And I thought, what is that? And I was looking at it, and I felt everything in this like vision was centered to do with that coin. So I looked at this coin, and the next minute I was like sucked into it, and it was black. Yeah, it was a black circle with like a white cross, but it was sort of a bit bendy. I thought, what is that? Yeah, and then I came back out and I was looking around this house again, and then I looked back at the coin and I heard everything is possible through this coin. And I thought, what? Yeah. And then so I wrote a couple of notes down of what I remember of it. Yeah, I saw everything is possible because of this. And then I was like, just like looking around the home, like, what is this coin? Like, what does that mean? Like, I've never seen it before, never heard of it before, don't know anything about it. I'm just looking at this black circular coin right in the middle of this table. Anyway, so then I like come out of this vision and I just heard everything is possible through this. This is the way forward. So then the vision ends. So anyway, I'll just go around for a couple of weeks, just mind my own business, you know. So one day I went to church like I normally do on a Sunday, and I walked into one of my friends, and he was like, "God's got a blessing for you. He's got a blessing for you." And I'm like, wait. Okay, what's the blessing? And he's like, "Look, Jamie, I need to tell you, this is serious, and I want you to keep it quiet." He pulled me out of the church, and we were speaking outside. He was on a cigarette, and I was vaping. And he goes, "There's this coin. It's called XRP." And I was like, "What?" And I thought, wow, yeah, and he's talking about investing, so it's a cryptocurrency. And I was like, wow, yeah, I don't know if I'm into that sort of thing. Anyway, so I get out in a minute, and I research, and I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. It was that exact coin that I saw for table, black circular background and a white bendy cross. And I heard, Jamie, everything's possible through that coin. So now I'm like, I'm really like, ping, what's this about? And I started doing research, and apparently there were a lot of people there's a couple of prophets out there that are saying, it's going to be worth 10,000 a coin one day. It's going to shoot up. So as in my research of this now, apparently there's a Christian like sort of community out there that are saying the majority of the people that are unvaxxed, like from the vaccine, that held out, God wants to bless them with wealth or whatnot. And so I didn't get vaxxed. Not that this is a conversation about that, but it was almost like people were saying, and like people have done research, like 80% of the people that know about XRP is because the Lord wants to bless them for withholding from getting vaxxed. But I'm here just to share this vision. Whether or not this is true, I'm putting it out here. I don't normally get visions of stuff that lead me to wealth or money. It's normally about end time things and how the Lord wants me to talk to people, space things like that. But this, yeah, and it's almost like I saw this beautiful stately home as like, this will be yours if you invest into this coin. Now at the end of the day, it's up to you what you do with your money, but it's around about £1.30 or something dollars. It was worth like £3.28 like a year ago, and what I've been seeing is all the global elite are buying into XRP, and yeah, and the whales, you know, like the whales, the elite, they're all buying out, and apparently there's things are transforming at the moment, so the money's going to crash or something, and then they're going into XRP. So basically, I've been watching lots of videos. Some people saying not even 1% of the world's population own this coin at the minute, yeah. And if you own one of them, say that coin, it could be the new Bitcoin. One coin could be worth 100 grand in like 5 years, 10 years. You know, so obviously, seeing this and knowing this, I've bought up quite a bit. I mean, not much, but I'm at least an XRP now holder, you could say. Yeah, so basically, this could be real. You have to pray about it, but I saw in that vision clear as day, a black circle and a white cross, a bit bendy, and I researched it in this XRP, and my mate was telling me about it. He's bought up a load, I've bought up some. So we'll soon see. In a few years' time, I might be a millionaire, but just putting that out there for you guys. It's a vision. You know, XRP could be the next big thing. It could be the new Bitcoin. So for now, over and out. You know, maybe do your own research, because you know, God wants to look after us. And to be honest, there's a few things I want to do on this earth before I go. You know, travel a bit more, have a nicer home. You know, help people. You could really help people with this. If it is 10,000 a coin, 100,000 a coin, you could really help out a lot of people. Anyway, so I just thought I'd share this with you guys and girls. You know, you never know. This time next year we could be millionaires. You know, like only fools and horses. Yeah, I don't know, wishful thinking, but anyway, it's true. XRP. Right, stay safe. God bless you all. Peace out.